All right. Welcome, everybody, to the women's semi-finals. They're both at night. They're both in the night session, which is a little bit strange because today we did nothing. When for the last 10, 11 days, we've been doing every day. We've been watching like 6 to 10 hours, maybe more. They did have stuff on today. Double semi-finals were on for men and women. I think they had like mixed doubles. They have wheelchair singles was on. Maybe the juniors were playing. Some legends stuff was going on. So it wasn't a nothing day, but it just wasn't. The singles weren't happening because yesterday we had 4 matches and we got 2 and 2 and 1 and 1. So tonight is Sabalenka Svitolina, Raducanu Pegula. Winners play on Saturday night. Losers go wherever they're going to go next. And tomorrow we've got the men's semi-final. One during the day, one at night. So it's a bit more of a split. And then on the weekend, we just got finals. And then that's it. Australian Open done. Raducanu will be the Australian Open winner. Okay. Fair enough. But let's see. If Sabalenka can get through Svitolina. Now, she has before, plenty of times. They have played a few big matches over their time. But Sabalenka's won the last couple, and they only played once last year. And it was Sabalenka in straight sets. 6 times, 5-1 Sabalenka is the head-to-head. Djokovic should buy a lotto ticket. I mean, yeah, he's playing tomorrow. Tomorrow night against Sinner. This time tomorrow, we'll be watching him. Svitolina with the upset, okay. Well, we have, I think I heard somewhere that all 4 semi-finalists were into the semis without dropping a set. Which is crazy. That's a crazy stat that all 4 semi-finalists haven't dropped a set. So obviously that's got to change today, but that's crazy. That's a crazy good stat. And then tomorrow we're going to start with Alcaraz versus Zverev, and then Djokovic versus Sinner to finish the night, which is the top 4 seeds on the men's side, which is again I think it's the first time in a long time on the Australian Open that's happened. So, yeah. Also, it's interesting because, like, what did I see? I saw something today that showed, like, first half of the tournament, like, people are saying this is the worst Australian Open ever. Which is, like, but it's got the best lineup. So it's so annoying because it's, like, it's got such great players still playing. Like the first week was boring because all the good players were winning. But I guess the second half of the tournament, the big names colliding hasn't produced good matches yet. So it's, who said that? I've just been reading. I saw a poll online that was saying, is this the worst? People were saying this is the worst Australian Open for years. I'm like, yeah, but it's also like, but it's got the highest ranked players involved. So it's hard to, it's tough. It's tricky because we didn't have the banger matches that we're supposed to have with the players we had left. Like, I think there was just disappointment maybe. But we've got 2 matches today, 2 tomorrow, and 2 on the weekend. So there's still 6 matches to make it memorable. Like, I got to be honest, I can't remember many matches before the semi-finals last year. But then when we got to the semis, on the women's side, we had banger matches and the final. So it doesn't really matter how the tournament starts. It matters how it ends. If the final sucks, then that's when it becomes a tough tournament. But we'll see what happens. Like last year's final at the Australian Open, it was like it was 1 versus 2 in the men's, and it was one-sided, and everybody said that it was bad final. But there was great matches before that final, but we forgot about those. Yeah, it should be. I mean, the match-ups are as good as they could be, but they haven't translated into good matches yet. One, some because of injury, some because of maybe they're just bad matchups, right? Having, Djokovic, Demonor versus Alcaraz and Shoten Sinner, had it been different players, maybe it would have been different results, maybe, I don't know. Carson with the youngest player to win all 4 slams of UN's Yao. Yep. I reckon Elina can rattle Aryna. Yeah, we'll see. We will find out very, very soon. They want 5 setters. Well, yeah, I mean, we haven't even had a 4 setup. I think I read as well that it was like only one women's match has gone 3 sets and one men's match has gone, or 2 men's matches gone 4 sets. Like, we haven't even had, we haven't had a 5 set on Rod Laver Arena at all for the entire tournament, which is a first. So yeah, that's crazy. It is very, very strange. Very, very strange that we haven't had that, But again, none of that will matter if after tonight, if we get 2 great matches tonight. The finals are nighttime finals. Australian Open is by far the worst slam of the 4. Well, that's okay. That's your opinion. That's okay. Is it because you're tired and you're just grumpy? You're just angry. You're tired. You're just staying up really late and you're really tired. I get that. Could Sinner defeat Norway? Yes. He could. Top players are too good. Upset people. Good people. They're too good. People upset they don't lose. Yeah, but then when they play the players the other players that are good, it's not that interesting. But look, we'll judge the tournament at the end of the tournament. We can't judge it now because it's not over yet. If we get to Monday and we're like, wow, nothing happened, then we can all, we can all cry about it. But until then, we've still got 6 matches left, and they could all be the best matches ever, and we'll forget about what happened for the first 11 days. By the way, chat, we're doing something a little bit new for this Grand Slam. We're doing, we did last year a little bit, but we're doing I want to get player ratings. I want you to tell me or vote for who, or not vote, but submit your player ratings out of 10. Click the form, fill them out. I put up, and now I know that the tournament's not over, right? So, Svitolina, Sabalenka, Raducanu, Pegula, they could go on and win, and then you change. But you can edit your ratings. All you got to do is click the form and just go through the list. I think there's about 15 players that I put on the list, and all the top 10 players plus a bunch of other players that have either done, done well or were underwhelming, just to kind of get an interest to see. It's really been good for the top 10 this tournament. So most of the top 10 have actually got good ratings. But go rate how you rated everybody. I can give you a little bit of a preview now. Sabalenka's currently at a 9.3, so she's having a good day, a good week. Swiatek actually kind of low at a 5.6. I guess people are underwhelmed. Same with Coco. That's strange. Nisimova at about a 6.5. Raducanu almost at a 9. Pegula's up at a 9 as well. Keys is about 5.8. So go vote. Go fill out the form and get it done. And then you can rate the Australian Open overall if you want as well. That's optional. How did you like the Australian Open? But yeah, go fill it out. And then we might do a video about it. Also, if you want to change your ratings, so like at the end of the tournament, if you go, oh, actually, no, I put Sabalenka as a 10 and she lost to Svitolina, so I want to put her down to a 9 or an 8, you can edit it afterwards if you change your mind. So go check it out. Is there any injury concerns with these two? No, not that I know of. I think they're both feeling pretty good. I don't think there's any injuries that we have to worry about. Carlos needs to win this slam. Well, look, he's going to get through Zverev, and then he's going to get through Sinner or Djokovic. So he's going to have to earn it. It's not an easy title to win. Sinner versus Alcaraz prediction. Well, ask me tomorrow if that comes true. For me, Australian Open is the most classy and elegant slam. Okay, cool. Can Svitolina beat Sabalenka? Yes, she can. I don't think she will, but she could. There is a possibility. I like Svitolina. This match, she's on fire. Okay. Temperatures today, they're all right. They're not crazy. They're not crazy. Temperatures are not going to be that. I mean, on the Sunday, it's going to be cold. So the final might be pretty slow. The roof's closed because they're doing a performance, and then they'll open the roof. It'll be all the rest of the night. The rest of the week will be open unless it rains. It'll be open. Sabalenka is favored to win, but Svitolina has made some good progress. The Gauff match was a fluke. Gauff was emotional. Okay, it was a roller coaster of a paragraph that you wrote. Didn't think you were going that way. You went left. You took a left turn really quickly. I didn't realize. I thought you were going to be like complimentary, but then you're like, "Oh, Gauff was a fluke." Oh, okay. Caught me by surprise. Carlos and Jannik are irrefutably great. Yeah. People shouldn't get bored of Carlos Sinner because it's great for tennis. It's great tennis. Yeah. I think it's not that people are bored of that. It's that people want to see some competition before the final. What, do we have to wait 2 weeks to watch one good match? You know what I mean? I think that's what the frustration is. It's not so much those two guys playing each other is not fun. It's the lead up. We have to wait 2 weeks for them to play, and then nothing else happens. That's the annoying part, I think. At least I can speak for myself. That's why I want competition. I think Zverev could push Alcaraz though tomorrow. Don't know about Djokovic Sinner, but I think we could definitely get some. Competition between Zverev and Alcaraz. Such a relief this is not a normal time in South Africa. Yeah, Nole Sinner night match. Alcaraz Zverev during the day. Any chance Svitolina can pull this upset off? Yes, she could, yes. She definitely could. She could for sure. Sunday is going to be 18 degrees. Is that cold? Yes. In summer, that's freezing. That's real cold. I might have to wear a hoodie. Hope a different winner for the title. This AO, Carlos and Raducanu. Okay. Finally, a match that's not in the middle of the night. I will never sympathize with anybody in the chat about late nights. Well, January's hard, is it? January's a little late, is it? All right. You know, I'm not going to shed a tear over your lack of sleep. Because if you start crying now, I'm going to have to start crying in February, March, April, May, June, July. I'm going to cry my eyes out every single day that I have to come on stream at 2 a.m. No sympathy. It's 10:30 in Hawaii. That's perfect. Maybe that's what I should have done. I should go to Hawaii over the Australian Open. We feel your pain. Thank you. Well, we all. This is the life of a tennis fan. It's brutal. It is not for the faint of heart, and you have to be tough to be a tennis fan. Who of the two have you been most impressed with in the semi-finals? I've been most impressed with Pegula. Pegula coming through against Anisimova and Keys. Again, another understated, underrated, under the radar effort from Pegula. I've been really impressed with Pegula. And, yeah. I mean, Svitolina getting to the semis has not been strange for her. So I'm not... I think Pegula's been more impressive than Svitolina, but they've both been impressive. Sabalenka's done her thing. Raducanu has been on a run for the last couple of months, So, yeah, but Pegula, again, no one talked about her at the start of the tournament. She's beaten, 2 players that made finals of Grand Slams. One of them won a Grand Slam last year. And now she gets to play Raducanu, which is another big matchup. Stop with your rhetorical questions, please. Bro, ask me a real question then. Like, you ask me a real question, I'll answer it. What's wrong with Swiatek? Bad matchup on hard courts? Depends. Against who? Against Raducanu or against everybody? I was open too quick for Swiatek. I mean, she was 1 point away from making the final last year. She's been... quarterfinals isn't bad. It's just that we expect her to make the final. Yeah, we're going to watch Eala later. She's coming on, hopefully after the semi-finals. Thoughts on how Djokovic will do? Oh, man, I hope he wins a set. What's the difference between Russia and America in representing players? One's on the different parts of the world. One's over here and one's over there. Yeah, everybody underestimates Pegula. I'm guilty of it too. And then I say we shouldn't underestimate Pegula, and then I forget to include Pegula. I do it too. Everyone does it. I think because she doesn't go out there and tell everybody, that she's going to be the next Grand Slam champion. She's going to do this and that, right? She is very low key on her, what she she doesn't talk herself up as, that much. And, but then she gets to the semis and we're like, wait, how'd she get here? So it's great. I hope Pegula will one day win a slam. Maybe it's this one. Maybe she wins this slam. Pegula and Raducanu, whoever wins is going to be number 3. Ooh, that's a good stat. It's a very good stat. All right, here we go. Players better walk out on court. Raducanu is the female version of Sinner in terms of behavior and play. Yeah, a little bit. Everybody underestimates Raducanu too. I don't know about this tournament though. I think Raducanu was spoken about as much as anybody because she won the WTA final. So I think a lot of people were picking Raducanu. Anisimova, Raducanu, Sabalenka, Swiatek, Gauff were getting all the love for sure. I mean, they were the top 5 favorites, right? Bencic was getting a lot of press as well. But Osaka obviously too. But yeah, Pegula just never gets spoken about until she's in the semis. And then all of a sudden, bang, here she is, and here we go, I'd love her to win today and get to the final. That'd be great. I'd love her to win the whole thing, Pegula, because then maybe we would all stop underestimating her because she'd be a slam champion, right? And then once you're a slam champion, we talk about you. It doesn't matter what your ranking is. We still talk about everybody who's like Penko, right? You win a slam once, we're going to talk about you forever. So if Pegula wins it, we'll never underestimate her again. Sometimes I think it's a bit better to fly under the radar as a player. Oh, yeah. For sure. Between Sinner and Alcaraz, who has looked better so far? Alcaraz. Alcaraz. That's a big jug of rum, mate. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. By the way, we're almost at 200 likes. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Men's semi-finals tomorrow, women's final on Saturday, and then Sunday we have the men's final, and then that's it. The Australian Open's over, and we go to Abu Dhabi because the tour rolls on. The circus rolls on. Is Svitolina becoming the best female tennis player not to win a major? What, currently? Because there's definitely better ones, such as Safina. But currently, maybe. Also felt like Alcaraz looked better until Sinner played Shelton. Yeah. I mean, the only reason I say Alcaraz is because Sinner had that one match where he was playing in the extreme heat. But if the extreme heat isn't there, then you got to say Sinner is still the favourite. But Alcaraz has been... like, he hasn't lost a set. He hasn't really looked like losing a set. But that's interesting tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting time. Tomorrow we're going to find out. Hopefully Svitolina can put on a good match. Yeah, that's all we want at this stage, right? We just want a good match. We've been promised so many good matches, and none of them have come true until hopefully today. Give me 2 epics, and then we can get the final. Need a Novak Zverev final? Do we? I like Pegula too anyway. Would love her to win today. Oh, yeah. Well, she's coming up later. Also, I'm going to hit this on the head before we get started because this happens every single time we watch these. We watch Svitolina. Svitolina is from the Ukraine, and Sabalenka is from Belarus. And no, they will not shake hands. So, yeah. And if you don't know why by now, it's been 4 years. You should know by now. Come on. Go Google it. But yeah, we will not be discussing world politics today. All right. Here we go. Players are warming up, and Sabalenka will serve. All right. Now, the thing with Svitolina's win over Coco was that Coco played terrible. Svitolina played well in the second set especially, but it was more Coco playing shockingly in the first set. And then by that time, she couldn't regain she couldn't regain it, right? So let's see what Svitolina can do against somebody who's going to be playing. Well, we expect her to play well, don't we, Sabalenka? Let's see. Coco at home smashing the kitchen. Yeah, I don't think she's doing that. I don't think she's doing that. She broke one racket once. I don't think she's breaking a kitchen. I lost Svitolina to win, but hard to go against Sabalenka. Hopefully it's competitive. That's all we want. Competitive tennis. That's all all I want. Maybe some of you want a straight sets win. But Sabalenka's become more mentally tough. Sabalenka's adding variety to her game. That's what I've been super impressed with. how Sabalenka is hitting slices, coming to the net, drop shots. I mean, she is mixing it up, which is very impressive. Do I know anything about Svitolina's racket? Haven't seen it before. I have no idea. I have no idea what brand she's using. By the way, remember, Svitolina has never made a final of the Slam. She has played many semi-finals, but never a final. So that's another thing she has to try and overcome today, not just the world number one. So, yeah. Keep that in mind as well, that Svitolina has never gotten through this stage, which is a whole nother hoop to jump through. We're back in a serve most problem of her opponents. I mean, yeah, Sabalenka's serve is ridiculous. Diadem Racket? I've never heard of that brand. Is that a new brand? Who have I got? I got Sabalenka in a close straight sets. Close. Is Wawrinka in the box for this match? Or is it Monfils? Have they got Monfils? Must be Monfils, right? Why would it be Wawrinka? It's Monf, I think. I think they got him mic'd up in the box. They do, yeah. They say Gao. At first I thought Stan. I'm like, what? They both got that French accent. All right, so they were just talking to Gale. Why would Stan be there? I don't know. I thought he was getting a commentator job already. Why wouldn't he be there? All right, here we go, chat. Semi-final number one. We've finally reached the big time. This is where one of the four players is going to win a Grand Slam in 48 hours. Sabalenka to serve. I've got Sabalenka in straights, but a close straight sets. Let me know in the chat who you think is going to win. What's the score going to be? Return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Svitolina down the line. Sabalenka backhand goes into the forehand of Svitolina, and that's a winner. And the first point goes to Svitolina. Love 15. Love 15. Three sets. Sabalenka, Svitolina, Sabalenka. Three sets, 2 sets. Okay. Love 15. As a default second serve. As Sabalenka gets a backhand. Into the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand from Sabalenka to the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka with a drop shot. It's not very good. Svitolina comes in the net and puts it long on the forehand. Yuck. 15. Oh, that was an ugly rally. All right. Svitolina with a good return, 15-30. Love the underdogs to win, okay. $15.30. Serve again. Into the forehand of Svitolina. Back into Sabalenka, goes wide. Break point, Svitolina to start us off, 15-40. Break points already. All right, 15-40. As we get a serve again. Into the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand inside out. That's a great shot. 30-40. Lovely shot by the world number one. 30-40. 30-40. The F1 mute button just fell off. Why would you mute my stream? The whole point is to listen. Backhand goes cross court from Sabalenka. Great shot. Slice in the net by Svitolina. Beautiful shot by Sabalenka. Deuce. So much grunting. Oh. Just do this one. It's okay. If you just do this, you'll be fine. Just do this one. I can't hear anything. Everything's fine. You'll be okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. All right. Good serve, Sabalenka. Advantage. Everything will be okay. All right. Advantage, Sabalenka. To take the first game of the semi-final. We've got a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Svitolina. Good return. Sabalenka gets a back though. Svitolina on the stretch. And Sabalenka forehand inside out. That's the first game to the world number one. One love. 1-0. All right. 4 minutes. First game. Sabalenka. Yeah, don't put scores in the chat, please. Save your messages for, questions and stuff. One love. Svitolina serves. In the back of Sabalenka. Svitolina backhand cross court. Sabalenka gets it. Cross court again into the backhand of Svitolina. Sabalenka down the line. That's a beautiful shot. Up goes a lob by Svitolina. And Sabalenka puts it away. Love 15. Love 15. All right, love 15 as that goes out by Sabalenka on the pass. 15-0. Sabalenka is most complete player in the league. I agree. I concur. All right, 15-0. Svitolina serves again. Serving to the forehand of Sabalenka, return the net, 30-15. All right, serve again. There's a fault, second serve. Second serve, by the way, chat room was at 300 likes. Appreciate that. Don't forget to sub as well if you haven't already. Double fault. 30-0. Chance for Sabalenka to get a break point. 30-0. Sabalenka was the predictor, says Sabalenka's going to win. As we got a fault, second serve. By the way, shout out to everybody who has filled out the form for the WTA AO ratings. Make sure you go fill it out if you haven't already, as that goes out by Sabalenka on the return, 40-30. Go check out the form. Rate all the players out of 10. And we'll talk about it after the tournament's over. By the way, Church, the person that voted Sabalenka, put a 1 star for Sabalenka, you are crazy. Backhand rally. What do you mean? As with a backhand out of the forehand of Svitolina, backhand out, drop shot from Sabalenka. That's good, but Svitolina's quick. She comes to the net, and the lob goes in the net by Sabalenka, and it's 1-1. Like, look, it's not about like how much you like the player. It's how you rate their performance. You rate Sabalenka's performance a 1? You're crazy. Someone did the same with Swiatek and Gauff. Somebody just hates people. Do you just hate? Who did that? You're obviously, you just, 1 for Pegula, 1 for Keys. What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Somebody give that guy a hug. 1 for every player except, let me guess, you're a Raducanu fan because you didn't put a 1 for Raducanu. So the Raducanu fan in the chat that gave her a 10 and voted everyone else 1, are you okay? Are you okay? Why are you ruining things? This is why we can't have nice things. Why are you ruining it? Don't ruin it. Do not ruin it. Please. Vote honestly. Don't just give your player 10 and then vote 1 for everyone else. You're crazy, man. You know who you are as well. I don't know who you are because it's anonymous. But you know who you are, and you should be ashamed of yourself. This is why we try and have nice things, and then look what's happened. You're ruining it for everybody else. 15 love. So chat, if you're making votes, if you're voting, vote honestly. Go, look, you know what? I think Swiatek was maybe 5 out of 10. Okay. Don't be like, I don't like her. 1. It's so stupid. It's not about what you like. It's about their performance. Be honest with yourselves. Okay? If your favorite did well, then give them a 10. Go for it. But don't give everyone else a 1. Out of spite. Come on. Somebody give that guy a hug. 40 love. It's not me, I swear. No, I'm not. I don't know who it is. They know who they are. And I know they're a Raducanu fan, so that narrows it down. I know they're a Raducanu fan. They couldn't hide that. Everybody else has a 1 except for Raducanu? Okay. Okay. 40 love. Return goes in the forehand to Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets out in the return, and it's 40-15. But seriously, though, please fill it out honestly. Don't fill it out to do that. Don't do that. Please, if everybody could fill it out. Otherwise, but there's no point in doing it, right? Anyways, 40-15. Sabalenka serves. Down the tee, the back of Svitolina. Return to the back of Sabalenka. Svitolina into the forehand of Sabalenka, but Svitolina hit it long. I'll tell you what, Chad, I'm going to miss the lights on the net from the Australian Open because that's been such a saving grace for me because I'm already talking over the top. I can't hear Hawkeye. I can't hear. It's bad. But then I see the lights and I'm like, I know it's out. I hope the other tournaments adopt it. It's a great idea. All right. Here we go. No, I don't have hearing loss. It's just that I talk loud and I can't hear what's going on. Relax, bro. He's trolling. It was you! You did it! Don't stop ruining my ratings. It was you! Stop ruining my form. Relax, bro. He's trolling. It was you! Don't just admit it. It was you. We found him! Just smoke him out. We found you. Go back and edit your responses and answer honestly. You can go back and edit your responses. It's not too late. All right, 2-1. It's not too late. By the way, thank you everybody who has filled out the form and rated their players accordingly. I appreciate it. It gives out an average number, so that's going to be the player rating for the tournament based on everyone's response. So I filled out the form too. I gave everyone a 10 because everyone's great. 2-1. That's not true. I actually filled it out properly. Is it a 4-4 rally? And that goes out by Svitolina. Did it? Hawkeye fell asleep. Oh, wait, what? Sabalenka just got in trouble. Oh no, this is going to open up a can of worms. Oh no, this is bad. Oh no, umpire just made one of the most controversial calls. Did she just call a hindrance on the grunt? Holy shit! This is gonna set off the internet. This is bad. Or great if you don't like Sabalenka, I guess. But you're like, finally, you have your moment. Wow. I don't think. Oh, I think, you know what I think happened? I think Sabalenka spoke after she hit the shot. I don't think it was the grunt. I think she hit it and then she went, oh no, and then it bounced and then she was called hindrance. But it was going out, so it would have lost the point anyway. I don't think it was based on the grunt. I think it was based on the call after the grunt. Because I heard her say something. Like she hit the ball and then she's like, oh no. And I think that was the hindrance, was it? Yeah, so they're saying it was the second half of that part. It wasn't the grunt. It wasn't the grunt. It was the second part where she's like, ah, and she hit it out. She's like, oh no, right? It wasn't the grunt. It wasn't the initial grunt. And that's fair, but it also went out. Oh no, it landed in. So it was, she thought she hit it out and she went, ah, and then it went in. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That was fair. Nothing wrong with that. It wasn't the grunt. It was it was like the second noise that she made after she hit the ball and she thought it was going out. That's totally fair. 15 love. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Was it when Svitolina was in the ball? Not really, but it wasn't her grunt, so. And she's she's now hitting. She's going to grunt anyway. She's not changing her mind. 4 now down the line at the backhand of Svitolina. That's a passing shot wide. And it's 15-all. And then Sabalenka looks at the umpire like, now what? Yeah. So now, but I think Sabalenka's confused too. I think Sabalenka's confused because I think the umpire's not explaining this properly. Because Sabalenka can grunt, not as like she's been doing her whole career. That's fine, right? That's fine. But then the problem was that after she hit the ball and grunted, she made another noise that after the ball had crossed the net, and that was called hindrance. But the umpire's not explaining that properly. So Sabalenka thinks it's her grunt, right? So that's the problem. Drop shot is good. Svitolina gets it and hits a winner. Lovely shot. 30-15. Because Sabalenka is allowed to do what she was doing. It was the second part. But the umpire's not explaining it. Now Sabalenka is like, can I hit the ball? Like, what am I going to do? Sabalenka's gone quiet. So you can all, all those people that have been waiting years for this moment, you can celebrate. Great shot, Svitolina. Great pickup. That's what Svitolina does best. And Svitolina's just laughing at this whole situation. She's just like, all right. Good return now to the back of Svitolina. Forehand from Sabalenka is great. Up goes a lob by Svitolina. Bounce smash for Sabalenka. And it's 30-all. Nice hitting from Sabalenka. All right, 30-all. Svitolina serves again. As with a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Return goes long. And it's 40-30. Svitolina again hanging on at 30-all. 40-30. I think at the next change of ends, the umpire might explain to what actually happened with Sabalenka because, again, I don't think the umpire explained it very well. Uh, 40-30. As a return is a winner by Sabalenka. Deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Another game for Svitolina struggling on serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand. Into the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka goes down the line. Svitolina backhand. Into the forehand of Sabalenka, hits it wide. And it's advantage Svitolina. Advantage Svitolina. As the return goes in from Sabalenka, return winner, and we're back to deuce. Yeah, the umpire also getting Sabalenka mad is a bad idea for Svitolina. Like, that's not great. Sabalenka is not going to get, like, frustrated and start to, like, completely miss. She's just going to hit the ball harder. All right. Good serve there from Svitolina. Advantage Svitolina. Serve again for Svitolina. As a default second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Svitolina slice. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. She puts away the winner. Back to deuce. Man, Svitolina is just hanging on to this game. My daughter's asking, where is his dog? My dog's asleep. She's sleeping. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Svitolina. As the return goes in the forehand of Svitolina, sliced into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets a winner. Advantage. With Sabalenka, commentators are saying that if you know anything about Sabalenka's personality, that'll fire her up. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that was terrible for Svitolina to get Sabalenka pissed off. It's not going to make her play worse. As the return goes to forehand of Svitolina. Forehand now from Sabalenka. Svitolina lob. Goes long. There's the break. 3-1. Three to 1. All right. Good start. With Sabalenka, it could have been 4-love. I mean, that last game, the game that Svitolina won, was a tough one to win. It's been all Sabalenka so far. All right, return. Goes in the forehand of Sabalenka. Svitolina forehand to the forehand of Sabalenka. Svitolina into the backhand of Sabalenka. Svitolina backhand again to the backhand of Sabalenka. She goes down the line. Great shot. Slice from Svitolina is good, but the volley's better. From the world number 1. 15-love. All right. Sabalenka misses that one. 15-0. This match is going to go 3 sets, you reckon? Don't know about that. The way Sabalenka's playing, Svitolina's going to need something crazy. As the return goes in, the forehand Sabalenka. Svitolina backhand passing shot winner. Needs way more of those if she's going to get this win back. Oh, this break back. 15-30. 15-30. Sabalenka shake of the racket. Strikes danger. Yeah. They pissed off Sabalenka with that hindrance call. As a default second serve. Second serve. To the backhand of Svitolina. Sabalenka backhand. The forehand Svitolina. She hits a drop shot, but Sabalenka wins the points because Svitolina hit in the net. 30-all. Sabalenka was going to get that anyway. Even if Svitolina had made the drop shot, Sabalenka was there. It's a poor shot. All right, serve again from Sabalenka. Serve out wide, the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand inside out. Svitolina with the backhand. Goes long. The 40-30. Have you heard the rumors of Serena's coming back? That's crazy. But it can't be true. Yeah, I made a video about that like a month ago. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 40-30. Serve is a fault. Second serve. $40-30. I'm going to serve again. Nope. Sabalenka just not ready for that one. Good serve in the back end of Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand to the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand again. The forehand of Svitolina. But Svitolina hits it out. 4-1. But yeah. So, like, are you talking about Serena going in the testing pool again? I think it's just because she wants to play doubles with Venus before Venus retires at some point in the future. That's my guess. Every time someone says, have you heard about this? Cam said, I made a video. Yeah. Because then you could go watch the video and I don't have to repeat myself too much. All right. All right. Cool. That drop shot was so unnecessary. She could have had 2 break points. Yeah, that drop shot was not the shot in that 15-30 there. That was a bad miss. Bad timing. World number 1 is so good. Oh, yeah. Yes, she is. Umpire is nervous. Sabalenka is too strong for these ladies. I agree. Actually, no. I think some of them are just as powerful. Raducanu. Yeah, so, but they're showing the replay of the hindrance because, okay, so I just want everyone to, do I need to repeat? Do I need to explain what happened with the hindrance, or are we all good? We all know what's up. Because I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, see, she grunts and that's illegal. That's not what happened, but let me know if you need me to go into why her grunting right now is totally okay, but the other one was different if you need me to. 400 line is wide by Svitolina. Love 15. Serena said something about coming back this week. What, she's coming back this week? Maybe she's playing with Rafa in that AO thing. I heard Craig Tiley talking on Tennis Channel about the, he said, oh, some surprise guests. So if Serena's coming back this week, maybe that's one of them. That would be a big surprise, Serena coming back to the Australian Open. That'd be crazy. Just to have it, like, not for, like, obviously for an exhibition or something, but maybe for that night with Rafa or whatever it's called. 15-0. Maybe that's what it is. All right, good serve, Svitolina. There's a bit of fault from Svitolina. Second serve. As that goes out in the return from Sabalenka, 30-15. I can't watch this while I'm live. 30-15. Thank you, Gene, for sending me that. I'll watch it later. All right, backhand rally. That's a winner by Sabalenka. 30-0. Is there any, can I read quotes instead? I can read text. Serena refusing to comment on potential comeback. Saying a lot more than she wanted. I'm just having fun and enjoying my life right now. That's not a yes or a no. I don't know. I'm just going to see what happens. I can't discuss this. Cool. 30-0. There's been a volley from Sabalenka. That's just too good. 30-40. I stand by that she's going to come back and play doubles with Venus. For Venus's farewell at some point. That's probably why she doesn't want to talk about it, because she doesn't want people to speculate about Venus's Venus as well, right? And she doesn't want to be like, yeah, I'm coming back to play with Venus because Venus is retiring. It's like, she doesn't want to say that. It's not her place. She doesn't want to do that. Also, Venus might not have decided any of that. All right, 30-40. Back into the net, and it's deuce. But yeah, if I had to bet, if I was a betting man, and sometimes I am, that would be my bet, that she's coming back to play doubles with Venus as a farewell to tennis. One last Williams sister, or she's coming back for the Olympics, which is in LA in a couple of years, which is a long way away. But all right, deuce. As the return goes in the forehand of Svitolina, but it's out by Sabalenka. And we'll be watching if Serena comes back for doubles. We'll be even if she plays an exhibition, we'll bloody watch that too. All right, advantage Svitolina. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As a return is a winner by Sabalenka. Whew. Okay. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. She could be doing something at Wimbledon. Yeah, maybe. Back to deuce. As the serve goes back into Sabalenka, and then Svitolina gets the point because Sabalenka hits the second shot in the net. Okay. Advantage Svitolina to keep it within one break. Tomorrow's scoreline with Djokovic Sinner, I think it's going to be Sinner in 4. I feel like Djokovic will steal a set, but that will... I don't know, that blister, man, it's worrying me. Good serve from Svitolina. She keeps it within one break. I mean, this could have easily been a bagel, but Svitolina's fought well to get the games. Four two. All right, serve again from Sabalenka. The last game, Svitolina was at 15-30. She had a chance. As the return goes into the backhand of Sabalenka, backhand of Svitolina to the forehand of Sabalenka, crossed into the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka backhand cross-court winner. That's just too good. Just moving Svitolina off the court. Now we do have the second women's semi-final straight after this. 15 love. First serve is a fault, second serve. Djokovic's blister looked like a crater. Yeah, and that was concerning. That was a worry. I mean, that was part of the reason why he was down 2 sets to love, was because he wasn't comfortable in hitting the shots like he usually does. Part of it. The other part was Musetti's amazing play. 30 love. Sabalenka serves again. Serving the forehand to Svitolina. Backhand to Sabalenka into the backhand to Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand cross court in the net. All right. 30-15. Svitolina has 7 wins over number ones. Active number ones. And only Venus and Raducanu have more. Wow, okay. Interesting. 30-15. Sabalenka serves again. Back into Svitolina. Svitolina hits it out in the return. 40-15. As a default second serve. $40-15. As a return is a winner there for Svitolina. By the way, to the guy in the chat that's like, the host means this, the host means that. Stealing a set. We all know what that means, right, chat? Like, stealing a set. Like, we know, like, there's a term that we use. 40-30. Serve into the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand to the forehand of Svitolina. That's a great volley, but it's... Oh, no, it's in the net. The pass was better. Deuce. Grand Theft Tennis. Exactly. More than... I mean, you've been here enough. You should know. You think Sabalenka can get 5 aces? Maybe. Serve again. Into the backhand of Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand to the backhand of Svitolina. Oh, she had the chance of a pass, but she just couldn't get it over the net. Advantage Sabalenka. Svitolina has been in these games. Sabalenka just clutch. Yeah, the last 2 service games have Svitolina's been in them for sure. Serve out wide as a fault. Second serve. Please leave your politics at the door. This is wild. Advantage Sabalenka. Serve to the back of Svitolina. She overhits it. 5-2. Sabalenka in the first. But it has, the last couple of games, Svitolina's made some good returns for sure. All right, how are we doing, chat? Where are we watching from? I haven't asked that at all today. Where are you watching from? Oh, by the way, chat, yesterday I watched the first 2 episodes of Band of Brothers. It's so good. It's so good. It is so good. And so it should be, because everyone says it's like the greatest mini-series of all time. And it's so good. I didn't want to binge watch it, so I only watched 2 episodes, but holy shit. Anyways, we've got Sweden, we've got Harvard Square. I think I've been there. I'm pretty sure I've been to Harvard Square. Is that in Harvard? Like the Boston? Hawaii, Tokyo, Singapore, UK, New York City. We've got Northern Ireland, Poland, Estonia, Johannesburg, Uganda. We've got India, Bahamas, Rio, Malaysia, Michigan, Hamburg. Episode 9 is goated. Okay. I'm on the episode 2, which was crazy. Cape Town, Lithuania, London, Wales, Dallas, Ukraine, Manchester, Exeter, Prague, Chile, Nigeria, Latvia, Seattle, Adelaide, Cape Town, Manila, Wisconsin, Iceland. Wow, that's awesome. Grenada, Scotland, Berlin, Kuala Lumpur. All right. Philippines in the house. We'll be watching the Eala in a couple hours. 5-2. As that forehand goes wide by Svitolina. Love 15. Romania, California, Bali, Queensland. We've got Ghana. We've got Pakistan in the house. Thailand. New Jersey. As Svitolina serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back into Sabalenka. Forehand to Svitolina. Into the forehand to Sabalenka. Svitolina again to the Sabalenka forehand. And she just cross-court winners it easily. Just so easy power from Sabalenka. 10 forehand winners already in this match. Love 30. Love 30. Serving to the back end of Sabalenka. Back end of Svitolina on the net. Love 40. Set points. Love 40. Love 40. Set points. As with a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Sabalenka. Good return. Svitolina gets it. Sabalenka forehand cross. Into the forehand Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand in the net. One saved. 15-40. 15-40. One saved. All right, serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand again to the forehand Svitolina. And she hits it. Oh, off the tape. And it goes in. Svitolina gets lucky. 30-40. Great shot. 30-40. Still set point for Sabalenka. Do I watch chess? Sometimes, like on Twitch. Sometimes I watch like chess streamers. Sometimes. All right, serving the back of Sabalenka. Svitolina goes in the forehand of Sabalenka to the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka backhand again to the forehand of Svitolina. And Sabalenka inside our forehand. Svitolina on the run. Backhand now from Sabalenka. That's going to be a winner. What? Six-two. 6-2. Sabalenka. Ridiculous power. All right. 41 minutes. Yeah, what a wait. I mean, it was just like, they were just rallying, and then Sabalenka was like, nah, that's enough. And just slaps it away. 19 winners, 9 errors from Sabalenka. That is a great set. And the serving was amazing. 7 winners, 8 errors from Svitolina. That is not a bad set of tennis. But she's coming up against the best. She better not go down 2 breaks. Well, that just happened. 6-2, 6-4 Sabalenka. I told ya. Did ya? What's my favorite chess stream? I don't really have one. I just sort of like see chess streaming and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I don't really have like a favorite. All right. First set in the bag. Would like to see Sabalenka Serena in prime. Well, that's not going to happen because we can't go back to the future. Not yet. Somebody's working on it, I'm sure. Sabalenka is simply world class. She's superb, yeah. She's number one for a reason. She is number one for a reason. Like I said, she's like Sharapova and Serena. Like, she's on that, like, that level of ridiculous power. She just doesn't have the slams, unfortunately. She should have more slams. We've talked about this many times. She should have, probably more slams than Swiatek potentially, but she doesn't have that yet. But she is definitely right now in her prime, for sure. 15 love. They've only played once, and it was close, 3-set Serena. Yeah, they played before Sabalenka became Sabalenka, but also at the end of Serena's career. So it was pretty much like Sampras Federer, right? They played one time, right in the time when they both were either past or post their prime, right? Sabalenka's way better now than she was when she played Serena, and Serena was way better before she played Sabalenka that time. Was it 21? It was a 2021, right? 2021 US Oz Open? Maybe? Was it 22? No, it was 21. Was it 22? No, it might have been 22 because... No, it was 21. Because Osaka won and she won the 2020 US Open. 15-0. But yeah, it was a couple of years before Sabalenka started playing her best. Or started to play like she does now. And it was 2021 Serena was not the same Serena. But it was. I'm glad we got one of those matches, though. Like, it's a great match. If we can go find it, go watch it. As that goes in the net on the return from Svitolina, 30-15. Yeah, go watch that match if you want. It's a great... If it's out there, go watch it. Because it's a great changing of the guard at the Australian Open. A little bit of a changing of the guard. Because Serena was like the dominant Oz Open champion, and now Sabalenka's kind of been that, right? 2 of the last 3. So it is a cool little changing of the guard if you like those kind of matches. 30-15. Serve again. Into the back end of Svitolina. Great return. 30-0. Another game that Svitolina's been on the Sabalenka serve. 30-0. I think Raducanu beats Jess in straight sets tonight. I hope you're wrong. I want that to be close. I want that to be 3 sets. All right. As a return, goes in the forehand of Sabalenka, but Sabalenka hits it out. Break point for Svitolina to start the second. Here we go. 30-40. Hey, Ricky Ponting in the house. He plays cricket. Or he played cricket. All right. 30-40. Serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Big chance for Svitolina here. Serve in the backhand of Svitolina. Sabalenka backhand down the line is long. There's the break. All right, Svitolina finally gets that breakthrough. Sloppy game for Sabalenka. But Svitolina gets that break that she's been trying to get the last few games. And she starts the second off strong. But it's about holding, because that's the problem she's had in the first set, was holding serve. Novak was very humble about his win against Musetti. Yeah, he didn't even count it as a win. He was like, whatever. All right. First game is a break. As we are back in now. Oh, Sabalenka misses that one. Yuck. 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand. Sabalenka. Good return off the tape. Svitolina goes cross court. Sabalenka slices it back. Svitolina controlling the rally, but Sabalenka takes it over with just one backhand. Svitolina on the stretch. Sabalenka with a slice. Svitolina goes cross court with a forehand. Slice again. Why would Sabalenka slice that forehand that was straight down the middle? Why change it up? She was trying to be too fancy. 30 love. She missed the second one in the net. She took back the rally with the backhand down the line. Then she went with a slice forehand, trying to wrong foot Svitolina, but Svitolina's smarter than that. She could have just nailed a forehand cross court and it would have been way more effective. I think Sabalenka's a little bit frazzled. She doesn't know what's going on. She's a little bit confused with what to do. Forehand goes out by Sabalenka. 40 love Svitolina. Easiest game of the match. The guy with the hat loves it. 40 love. All right. Serve again. I don't know what happened. Did the umpire give a code violation? Oh, Svitolina got lucky with the net, but that's all right. 2 love. Who got did Sabalenka get a code violation? Or was it a time violation? Either way, the umpire is involved. Svitolina's fighting hard and she's going to make a match of this. Well, she's making a match of it right now. And she's got to take advantage while Sabalenka's a little distracted. All right, serve Sabalenka into the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand goes into the open court. Great footwork. 15 love. Crazy footwork from Sabalenka to get around that. 15 love. Sabalenka serves. A fault second serve. By the way, chat, we're almost at 500 likes. Come on, we can get to 1,000 likes. It's a semi-final of a major. We can get to 1,000. 15 love. As a backhand return goes in the forehand of Sabalenka. That's a great shot. Sabalenka 30 love. 30 love. Raducanu is on after this match. So it won't be 6 minutes. It'll be later than that. Yeah. Should be on in probably an hour or maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Minimum. All right, serve. Near the back of Svitolina, return. Goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Svitolina can't get that one because Sabalenka hits it for a winner. And Svitolina was going the wrong way. 40 love. All right, 40 love. Sabalenka with the custom shoes. Serve to the forehand of Svitolina. Return goes to the forehand of Sabalenka. Svitolina. Cross-court backhand. Good shot. Slice Sabalenka. Svitolina volleys it, but she pushes it long. Oh, that's a shame. Great play, Svitolina, until the final shot, and then she just pushed it long. All right, 2-1. That would have really sent Sabalenka into a spin. Like, oh, now you're going to volley? All right. All right, how we doing, chat? Give me an emoji in the chat how you're feeling right now. How are you doing right now? Give me one emoji in the chat. That was the chair. One emoji in the chat to describe how you're feeling about this match right at this moment. How are we feeling? Alina versus Alina in the final, you reckon? Okay. Doing good? Okay. I said put an emoji in the chat. All right. People are scared. People are happy. Nervous, crazy, silly, dancing, dab. People still dab. A lot of people nervous. A lot of people Yawning? How can you be yawning? Are you kidding me? What do you mean tired? What are you saying? What the hell? Guy is sleeping in the chat. The hell? Feeling sad? Oh, that's crazy. Why are you feeling sad? Or just nervous? Just people just chilling. I have nervous poos. Oh, Jay. Can't help you with that. Sorry. 4-4 rally. As with a backhand from Sabalenka. Svitolina gets back to the backhand of Sabalenka. Svitolina backhand again. Goes wide. Love 15. Love 15. All right. Serve again from Svitolina. Serve to the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand of Svitolina down the line. Good shot. Sabalenka slices it back. Svitolina cross-court backhand. Sabalenka puts up a lob, but it's wide. 15-0. Nice work from Svitolina. All right, 15-0. $15-all. As the return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka, now to the back of Svitolina. Sabalenka forehand down the line again. Svitolina gets it back with the backhand. Sabalenka backhand into the corner. Is too strong. Svitolina slicing the net. 15-30. Sabalenka chance to break back. We want Cam to say we're going 3. Oh, well, let's just... I'll say it tomorrow. Hopefully. 15-30. If I don't say it tomorrow, then we've had 2 very bad matches. All right, forehand goes wide by Svitolina. Sabalenka's got break back points, 15-40. All right. 15-40. As we default. Second serve. Second serve, Svitolina. The forehand of Sabalenka. Good return to the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka again to the forehand of Svitolina. Sabalenka backhand open court. That is just so good. So good. How do you hit the ball with maximum power, maximum control, consistently? Because that's what she does, Sabalenka. She hits the ball as hard as she can, as accurate as she can, every time. Like, it's just like that's insane. She doesn't miss very often. Ah, we're back on serve 2-2. Oh, that ball has a hole in it. Okay. 2-0. Cameraman getting creative. 2-0. Sabalenka serves in the forehand of Svitolina. She hits it in the net. It's love, 15-love. Second set 0-2 to 6-2. I mean, look. Sabalenka can do that. As Sabalenka, great serve again. 30-love. 30-love. And a bit of return now. The back end of Sabalenka. Svitolina back into the net. It's 40-love. 40-love. Serve again to get the lead back. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand, Svitolina. Return goes out. 3-2, Sabalenka takes the lead back just so quickly. Didn't even feel like she was down a break. By the time we said word break, she'd broken back. All right. 3-2. Sabalenka with the set and the lead. How we doing, chat? How we doing? How would we rate the Australian Open so far? That's what I want to know as well, because there's been like every day for this week has felt like it could be could be the best day of the tournament, and it's just not. It just fizzled out, right? We just haven't had those matchups or those matches that the matchups provide. But give me a rating out of 10. What do you think of the Australian Open so far? Because obviously that could change with a Synchraz final or an epic final on the women's side, or even in the next match. 6.5, C plus, 6, 9, 1. Okay, that's very different. 8, 8. Okay. The big matches really haven't delivered. I know, right? 4.5, 9, 6, 4, 6, 6.5, 7, 10. So it's been the best slam of all time. That's 10's a big number. 10 out of 10 is like, it's been perfect. 6 out of 10, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 when Raducanu's not playing. So you're the one who was messing up my poll. Oh, it was you. 1 out of 10 if Raducanu's not playing. You just played yourself. You just admitted that you gave everyone else 1 without even having to say it. Gotcha. It was you. You're laughing. All right, Love 15. Go back and edit your thing and do it properly. Love 15. It was you. 15-0. Got him. 15-0. Svitolina serves. As a return goes to the floor to Svitolina. Sabalenka again to the floor to Svitolina. It wasn't me. Oh, okay. I've heard that song before. 30-15. Good hitting from Svitolina. Big games coming up for Svitolina. Just to stay close after losing 3 games in a row very quickly. Good forehand winner. How on earth does this girl get to the semi-finals? This is a fluke? What, Svitolina? She's been in the semi-finals many times at slams. Not a fluke. She beat Andreeva and Gauff to get here. I mean, that's not a fluke. She was number 4 in the world at one point. Backhand goes in the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand of Svitolina. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Svitolina. Down the line. Sabalenka gets it with the backhand cross court. Svitolina goes into the forehand, but it's long by Svitolina on that backhand side. 30-0. 30-0. Chance for a break here for Sabalenka to go up the lead, to extend the lead even further. 30-0. Serve out wide as a fault. It's going to be scary now. Second serve. Second serve. As a return, it goes into the backhand of Svitolina. Slice now from Svitolina, goes in that Sabalenka forehand. Sabalenka gets it wide. And it's 40-30. 40-30. Good change up with the slice from Svitolina. Serve again. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Svitolina backhand to the backhand of Sabalenka. Svitolina. Into that Sabalenka backhand. Svitolina with a forehand cross court. Sabalenka gets it. Svitolina forehand again. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Svitolina forehand again. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Svitolina. Again to that forehand of Sabalenka. Svitolina forehand goes cross court and wide. Just try to hit one too many hard forehands cross court as deuce. Please stop swinging swords in the chat, please. All right. We get the deuce. First serve was a fault. Oof, that barely made the net. Second serve. And that's a double fault. All right. Advantage. Sabalenka to get that break. Sabalenka to take that break. Serve. Into the backhand. Sabalenka gets it back into the backhand of Svitolina. And Sabalenka with an easy winner down the line. Svitolina could only defend, even though she hit the first serve in. 4-2 Sabalenka. She has the break. She's won the last 4 games in a row. Why are the quarterfinals and semifinals so one-sided? On the women's side, because Sabalenka's too good. The Svitolina win over Gauff was very strange because Coco just, I mean, she played way below anything we expected, right? I mean, Pegula versus Anisimova was competitive, and so was Swiatek and Raducanu for the first set. But I think it's just matchup issues, you know? I mean, nobody expected Gauff to, and I don't think even Svitolina expected Gauff to come out and play so poorly. But Sabalenka beating players up, that's normal. I mean, beating Jovic, she's inexperienced, you know, she's new to the tour, overpowered, that's fair enough. People, you know, Sabalenka's only struggles have been against Gauff and other big hitters, right? Anisimova, Raducanu, right? So that's why Sabalenka's been seemingly cruising, except for against Potapova. That was a strange one. As Sabalenka hits it wide, love 30. But everybody else, I mean, yeah. On the men's side, it's because I think on the men's side it's been more of a shock. Not so much that Alcaraz and Sinner have won easily, but that, you know, the other matches haven't been as interesting. We just needed that Tien Zverev match to go 5. It was 1 point away from a 5-setter. All right, serving the forehand of Svitolina. That goes out in the return, 15-30. 15-30. All right, serve again. 15-30. As we serve out wide, the backhand of Svitolina. Backhand from Sabalenka's good. Slice Svitolina. Goes long, 30-all. Cam, you're overhyping Sabalenka. She is not as consistent as Sinkeraz in hitting. Okay. And when does she play Sinner or Alcaraz in the future? Like, is she playing them in the final? Is there like a match I don't know about? Like, when does she have to take on Sinner and Alcaraz to win the title? When does that happen? Is there like a final after the final where the men and women's champion play each other? That'd be fun. On the Monday? Is it on Monday, maybe? I don't know. 30-all. Yeah, when did I compare Sabalenka to Sinner? When did I mention that at all? Anyways, backhand return is a winner, 30-40. Anyways, 30... Strange comparisons. She's never going to play them, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. 30-40. It would, like, on a serious note, though, it would be kind of cool to see, like, the one, and I don't know, it'd be kind of interesting. Maybe. Not as interesting as a 5-set final, though, for the women. I want that to be a 5-set final for the ladies on Saturday night. Give me a 5-set match between Sabalenka and Pegula, or Sabalenka, Raducanu, or whatever, even if Svitolina comes back. Breakpoint 30-40. Give me a 5-set match for the final of the ladies. I'll take that all day. All day. As the return goes to forehand to Sabalenka. Forehand to Svitolina. Into that Sabalenka forehand. Oh, we're right in the corner from Sabalenka down the line. Is deuce. It's too good. Back to deuce. 5-set finals. That's it. Let's go. Let the men play best of 3 instead? Boring. You want to play? You want a men's final to last an hour? Boo. Boo. Come on. You want a 1 hour, 10-minute final for the men. That's crazy. You don't want a 3 hour final for the ladies? You want a 1 hour final for the men. That's crazy. Best of 3 for men? Boo. Terrible idea. Advantage Sabalenka. What are you talking about? Advantage Sabalenka. Come on, you know that's a bad idea. As the return goes out, at least we'll get different champions. Okay. All right, I'll take back that. I'll take back that. You want to get different champions. That's okay. Okay, I understand that reason. Okay, fair enough. That's fair. I'll take back my boo. 5-2 Sabalenka. If you want a different champion, that's okay. You're right. There's more best of 3 upsets than there are best of 5 upsets, especially this week. Definitely. What about we just split the difference and we do best of 3 at the start of the tournament and best of 5 at the end? Then maybe Sinner and Alcaraz might, have a test in the second round. Sposiri could have beaten Sinner, maybe, if it was best of 3. He was up a break in the third. We'll split the difference. All right. Now we've got to lock in here because the next final is coming up straight after this. 4th final in a row for Sabalenka, yeah. She is the dominant force in Melbourne. She's, like I said, that 2021 match with her and Serena is slowly becoming a changing of the guard match in retrospect because kind of like what Federer and Sampras was. Because I don't think when Federer beat Sampras, everyone went, well, he's going to win 7 Wimbledons. They all went, oh, that was something that happened. And then after Federer started winning Wimbledons, everyone's like, oh, that was that moment that happened when Sampras won all the Wimbledons and then Federer started winning. And now there's that overlap. The Sabalenka-Serena match in 21 might have been that for the Australian Open. Because Serena was winning a lot of Australian Opens before that. Not straight before that, but, in the years prior, decades prior. And now Sabalenka's been the Australian Open champion for so long. And in the final, 30 love, Svitolina serving to stay in this match. 30 love. Svitolina serves a fault. Second serve. By the way, chat, the next match, I'm very excited. I was more excited for the next match than this one. Because the next match has a lot of potential. It's with a slice now to the volley of Svitolina. That's not bad. In fact, it's very nice. Sabalenka couldn't handle the spin. Went right angles. 40 love. 40 love. All right. Svitolina to make Sabalenka serve for the final. Serve to make the final. Serve to get in the final. 40 love. First serve is a fault. Sorry, a let from Svitolina. Serve again from Svitolina. Serve is a fault now. Second serve. Second serve. Oh, double fault. All right. It's not doing a double fault at 40 love is not a bad idea. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but on purpose. But if you do it, it's you shouldn't. Don't be so mad. Second double fault of the match or the set. The set match, and then another fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Svitolina forehand to the backhand of Sabalenka. Svitolina hits it long. 40-30. All right, now it's getting scary. 40-30. There's a bit of serving to the back of Sabalenka. Return goes long. All right. Good hold. And that means Sabalenka will serve for this match. Okay. Sabalenka serving for the match to make her 4th straight Australian Open final, which apparently, I think I saw somewhere that by making her 8th semi-final at Grand Slams in a row, she matches like 2 players or something, like Davenport and somebody else in the recent times. I don't know. I wasn't reading it. I just saw it in passing. Sabalenka is, going to serve for the match. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. 45. An hour, 14 minutes played. All right, here we go. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the back of Svitolina. Return goes long. 15 love. 15 love. All right, Sabalenka serves again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. By the way, to the guy that said, I said earlier 6-2-6-3. No, you said 6-3-6-4. I'm reading your chat log. You said Sabalenka in 2. No, the score will be 3 and 4. And then you changed your mind and said, no, it's actually going to be 2 and 3. So I don't know, chat, are we allowed to do that? Is that allowed? Are we allowed to change our predictions halfway through the match? Because you said 3 and 4. I don't think we're allowed. We have to take your first answer. I'm sorry. We have to take your first answer. Sorry. Hang on, let me just. First answer? Okay, yep. Sorry. They say first answer. Look, I don't make the rules. All right, that goes out by Sabalenka 30-15. Yeah, sorry. First answer. You have to lock in the first answer. Sorry. You might get it right. I mean, 6-4 could be the second set. First answer only. Yeah, that's what they're telling me upstairs. All right, 30-15. Can't change your predictions midway through. Yeah. He did say Sabalenka too, though, so let's be fair. He got half right. All right, 40-15. Match point Sabalenka to make a 4th straight Australian Open final and her 2nd straight Grand Slam final because she made the final at the US Open. She won that. Also, how many finals of Grand Slam she made in like the last, like, what, 6 of her last 7 or something? That's not right. Anyways, forehand down the line to the back of the Svitolina. Slice goes in the front of Sabalenka. And that's a winner. There it is. Sabalenka's into the final again. Death taxes Sabalenka in the Australian Open final. Why do we even play these matches? Just put her in the final, give her 2 weeks off, and tell her to rock up on Saturday and play whoever the hell makes the final on the other side. 6-2, 6-3 in just over an hour. 5-set semi-finals. We need 5-set semi-finals. I want another set, god damn it. 5-set semis. Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. Make it happen, even though you probably don't make the rules because it's the ITF. Come on, ITF. Come on. 5-set semis for the ladies and the final. Give us one more set. Come on now. Come on, please. Hey, chat, you might not agree with me now, but if the next match is as close as that one, you'll be saying, hey, he might be onto something. Trust me, if the next match is like 2 and 3 and you're like, oh, that was not as good, yeah. You'll be singing the same tune as me. We'll be singing the same song. All right. Good run by Svitolina. Beats Gauff, beats Andreeva. Semi-final again at a slam, but she just ran into Aryna, which rhymes with Serena. So that's something to think about. You know, I don't know what that means, but you can think about it. All right. Jump over, and we'll be back to watch the second semi-final, which I think is the more interesting semi-final personally. Head-to-head wise, much closer. And also contrast in styles. I mean, this was a contrast in styles, but the head-to-head showed that, Sabalenka was going to win. But the next one, head-to-head, 3-all down the middle. And Pegula is on a run. She's beaten 2 big hitters already. Took out the defending champion. Took out Anisimova, the 2-time Grand Slam finalist of the last 2 slams. So, jump on over. And we're going to watch the next one as well. But Sabalenka, too good. She gets it done in straights. 2 and 3 in just over an hour. And she's into the final. Again, if you're not coming back, we'll see you on Saturday for that final with Sabalenka. But she's in that final.